Hey there! Thank you for joining Mama Wears Pants. I'm Melissa and this is Lauren.
Hi everyone.
Today you're going to be sharing a comforting, kind of any time of year really soup, I think, right?
Yeah, why not?
Sounds easy. Check. Delicious.
Check.
And
nutritious. We did not plan that.
We did not. We do our best in planning, but we're busy mamas. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Let us talk us into your recipe.
All right, so I'm going to first of all give credit to the fabulous Martha Stewart because that is where this is from. However, in true Lauren fashion, I have tweaked it. So we are starting with a red pepper garlic sauce. And that's sort of the base of the black bean soup, but you could use this sauce with chicken, with fish, put it in chili, so you can use it in a bunch of different ways. It's really delicious, and it's freezable. So, awesome. Make a big batch, freeze some, and then you got it later to go. So we've got everything prepared.
What are our ingredients for our sauce?
Okay, so for the sauce, the red pepper sauce is a bag of these red Fresno chilies, 2 green bell peppers, 1 large red tomato, 5 to 6 garlic cloves, and 2 large onions. And then we'll also add cumin, dried oregano, a little lime juice, and 3 cups of cilantro. And your cooking oil, which we're using olive oil.
Nice.
Okay.
If you're not a cilantro fan, I guess you could leave that out.
I guess you
there are
could.
those people that really just can't do it.
I know, but I love cilantro. Do you like cilantro?
Yeah.
Oh, I can eat it on anything. So, I always say eat your rainbow. So we've got reds, we've got greens, we've got some yellow, we got the black beans that will go in eventually. So it's a very pretty color. So you're getting your nutrients, you're getting your fiber. Awesome. So what we're going to do is start with the pot, heating up some olive oil.
Do you want me to chop this up any further?
If you want, you can chop them up. They have to be, you're going to pre-chop everything and chop it to go in the pan.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be crazy chopped because it's all going to end up in the food processor at the end.
So I'm just chopping these kind of just into little pieces, so it's nothing, no fine dice or anything like that.
Right.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm not overly measuring anything. I'm going to cover the bottom of my pan with a decent amount of olive oil, nothing crazy. And we'll start with putting the onion. So just give them a quick stir to coat them with the oil. And somewhere along the way, I have heard from chefs, most likely on TV, season as you go. So season every layer. So I'm going to do a little salt and a little pepper.
Nice.
Just to do it. All right, so get that cooked up. So let that start, once that gets fragrant, right, we'll add the garlic, the bell peppers, the red peppers, and then the oregano and the cumin. So the difference from Martha's recipe is she used green bell peppers and red bell peppers. But I like a little spice. We like a little spice in our family. And so we use the Fresno peppers. And so you could do either.
And these just look like the jalapenos, but red.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
So in case you're wondering what the Fresno pepper is, because I didn't know that they were actually called.
Yeah,
okay,
I didn't know either. All right, so these are getting going.
I'll bring over, so you're going to do next.
So the bell peppers, yeah, we'll add those in. I always add, when there is garlic to be added, if it's chopped, I add it last because I don't want it to be burned, right? Mm-hmm. Thanks. Do the bell pepper.
And so far this is vegan, but you are going to be adding the sauces, obviously. The
sauce is vegan, and you could make the soup vegan if you want to use vegetable broth instead of chicken stock. Thank you. Here goes the red Fresno peppers or the red bell pepper, whatever you end up choosing. Good, thank you.
So yeah, feel free to stick to the red bell pepper if you don't want that extra pop of spice in the black bean soup here, or in the pepper.
Right. Yeah. And Melissa and I did take the seeds out of the peppers before we put them in here, because the seeds actually can hold some heat. So again, if you like more heat, keep the seeds if you don't mind the seeds. It's all going to get pulverized in the processor anyway. All right. So we're going to do this for about 10 minutes. Let that cook. Then you're going to add the tomato, and then you transfer everything to the food processor with the cilantro. And it's about 3 cups of cilantro.
Okay.
So I
Do we need to take care of that right now?
They are washed. I just went ahead and bought plants because I was like, you know how they sell the herbs,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is less expensive. One and two, maybe it'll grow back and I'll have more cilantro.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can go ahead and trim this.
Okay.
And again,
So while you're
Not
getting
really
that prep for trim, no,
Yeah.
yeah. But while you're getting that trimmed, and I can help too,
Yeah.
chop it up, whatever. But you know how to? Do you put your cilantro in the fridge?
do I what?
How you store your cilantro? Do you know?
I have tried many ways with zero success. So please do tell me.
It has worked. And do you want the stems, or you want me to?
She said, yeah, you can use some. You can use the sauce.
So some people, so let's take it back. So when you have cilantro, like you buy in the store, you know, you've got the stuff comes in long stalks. You can, as you take what you need, put that into a mason jar or something, glass jar with water.
Okay.
And put it in the fridge, and it will last much longer than if you just put the plastic bag or whatever back in the fridge.
So you put the root into
You put just the stalk thing or whatever, and just a glass. You know, it doesn't need to be very big, depending how much cilantro you have.
Okay.
And that's it. You put that in there,
And you put it in the
water.
fridge.
Mhm. Immerse the stems right in
Okay.
the water with the cilantro, and put it in the fridge, and it'll be good to go.
Pre-rinse? Don't rinse? Does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter at that point because when you're gonna take it out and rinse it. Yeah. So we're gonna use some stems here. Also, some people are very particular, depending on what it is that you're making, very particular about whether or not they have the cilantro stems. So it sounds like for this recipe, you were totally fine with some stems or whatever. So I might just pluck some of this off.
Yeah, absolutely.
And also, I should say that mason jar trick. You know, same thing with my fruit. I rinse it, and I put it into mason jars, and it stays fresh so much longer. My berries, grapes.
Really?
Yeah, you haven't done that? Oh my god.
No.
Carrots, celery. Yeah, that's gonna have to be in a whole nother video, dude. Yeah.
Okay,
It is
that's
solid.
please. I need that
It
because
is solid. Yeah, it works. Absolutely.
I find so much stuff. Well, I've gotten really much better at not wasting, but
Mhm.
yeah, the herbs are tough for me. And like fruit and stuff, I always leave out, but obviously not berries and
Right,
things.
right.
So,
No, this is
yeah.
perfect. You rinse your berries before, and then, you know, take them out of that little plastic, you know, pint, whatever, that little container, and just pop those into, I'm just going to do half of them.
Mhm, yeah.
And pop those into a mason jar, seal it.
Okay,
You have to
yeah.
seal it. Those without water. But when I do my
Right.
carrots and my celery, I put those in water.
Not like just a little bit at the bottom, or
No, I have to put more.
really?
It's shocking. I know. It really,
Okay.
I'll have to show you, and it is perfect, and you'll do it forever.
I'm excited. I really am.
I love soup, and I think you do too, right?
Oh, I love soup. Yes.
I love soup.
Love
Any
it.
time of year, different soups. Like, and I'm pretty sure I'm raising soup lovers also.
I know that I am as well. And you know, as moms, soups, stews, they're a great way to sneak in hidden vegetables.
I had to very quickly check to see, is this amazingness being recorded?
I tell you what.
Because like that would be the story of our life today.
Yes, it would. That is the way today has been going.
So I think I see the timer there. So excuse my face in the foreground.
That
All right.
is-
So you just said you were doing like
Yes, I just added a teaspoon about of cumin, ground dried cumin, and oregano leaves.
Nice.
So I'm adding that in there. No, okay. So now
Yes,
we're gonna add
it
a
does
tomato.
smell great.
Right? So everything is cooking up in here, looking brown, looking good. I'm gonna add the tomato.
Do y'all have compost here?
We do have a compost here, yeah.
So lovely in Austin, Texas. We have curbside composting, and I don't know if it's all over Austin now or most places. In my particular little part of Austin, they don't, because it's not serviced by the same. But anywho, super awesome curbside composting. So I'm putting my little compost bits here. Although at home, you can always have your own compost bin, which we experimented with that for a bit. And now my husband goes and he'll take some out to like get worms for fishing. So he'll, like, bury the little thing. Not quite composting by any means, but I love it when you're able to like actually compost them.
Well, my husband got me for my birthday. He wants to give me a wonderful gift. Kidding, honey. A composter.
Oh, right,
For my
right.
birthday, and it's in the laundry room, so not outside. We've done the outside one, and then we had rodent
Oh,
problems
yeah.
and things like that. But this one, it turns it over. It's automatic, plugs it in, and it turns it into compost in like 2 hours.
Wow.
So no more buying compost for the garden. Loving it. But there's certain things that you can't put in it, so I'm still using the Austin.
Yeah.
Okay, this sounds ready to me.
Yes.
Sounds, smells. So we're gonna put everything in the food processor with the cilantro.
And could you use a blender for this if you don't have a
Yeah, you
blender?
could use the Vitamix too if you wanted to. Vitamix, Ninja, food processor.
Anything that just blends it all up.
Right. So pretty simple so far.
Yeah.
No, it smells good.
It really does smell good. Yeah, I'm gonna make this. You know, and I don't have the Dutch
Dutch oven.
Dutch oven. I don't have a Dutch oven, so you can use just a heavy bottom pot.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I know lots of things do call for Dutch ovens, but I just haven't gotten one yet. But all right, so you didn't put all of it. You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna have to
batches?
do it in batches because there's a lot. So I'm gonna take the top out so the steam can escape, right? And then excuse the noise. A little more room in there.
It's not too loud.
Not too loud. It's less loud than the Vitamix, which is why I chose this one.
The thing I loved about I don't have a Vitamix, but do you make the hot soup in there? You know, it heats it up so much.
I have never done
You
that.
haven't done that?
No.
Like, no, at Costco one time I saw them doing it, I was like, oh my god, I need this thing. Only because it like blends it and heats it. If you're not taking advantage of that,
I am not taking
then
advantage
you are
of
not
that.
taking full advantage of your Vitamix.
I gotta utilize that.
You
I
do.
gotta
You do.
YouTube it and figure out
And
how
by
to
the way,
do that.
this video is not sponsored.
Sorry, no. I think this looks good. So it's not, I mean, it's
not.
chunky.
Well, 'cause
it's not
yeah,
smooth.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think that's a problem.
it looks great. Can you kind of see it from here?
Ish.
You want to take it
over there?
off?
How do you take it over there?
Yeah.
That good?
Yeah.
So it looks, to me it looks like a salsa.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit chunky like a salsa. That's it. Yeah. And you've got all this lovely flavor. You see the Fresno peppers in there, looking all good. And then I guess we're gonna put this in there.
Right. Well, not all of it.
Okay.
So we're gonna just put that back there. So now we're gonna move to the black bean soup. Okay. So that's your pepper sauce. So now you can divide that out,
Oh,
freeze
okay.
some of it, use it however you want it. Obviously, let it cool down, I guess.
Okay.
All right. So now.
And this is what you were saying. You can put some aside and freeze for.
Yes.
Excellent.
This. I mean, of course, you can freeze soup
Yeah,
too.
yeah. But this is. I love this because then you can use it for another recipe.
Exactly.
Something else.
I mean, I would use this. I could easily put this on just some grilled chicken.
Mhm. Nice.
Okay. So now you've got the garlic, red pepper garlic sauce. Excuse me. Ready to go. So we're gonna put a cup of it. The soup calls for 1 cup, and then to heat it up. But ours is already hot.
Mhm.
So, and again, I'm not really gonna measure,
Okay.
but and take.
But if you're not comfortable just spooning stuff out, do measure.
Yes.
But yeah, I tend to just kind of grab and estimate.
Okay, that's it. Now we have 2 cans of black beans, whole black beans, rinsed. Okay.
That's important because if you
Yes.
put in the extra sauce stuff, the water and whatever, that can definitely change your soup.
Yes.
You're gonna have all that base or whatever that you
Yeah.
don't really need. So rinsed and drained black beans,
Mhm.
whole black beans.
Whole black beans. Then it says how much chicken broth. 1 can, 14 ounces of chicken broth, and then water. So I'm just actually going to add 32 ounces of chicken broth. Make my life easier, right?
Yes. And I'm like, yeah, sure, you can add some water if you want to dilute it a little bit. And you said you're using bone broth there. You can use
Yes.
chicken stock, vegetable stock, broth
Beef,
or whatever.
I mean, even if you want beef, I guess I would add a little extra different flavor. But
Okay.
I do like the bone broth over stock because it has 7 more grams of protein than just regular chicken stock.
There's your pro tip.
That's right.
So it's swap out your chicken stocks, broths for bone broth.
Bone broth.
Yeah.
Get your protein
If you want,
in.
get some extra protein.
Okay, that's it. Salt, pepper, 2 to 3 tablespoons of lime juice. I'm just going to cut that in half with my lovely knife, which needs to be sharp. Alrighty. I should have got all this stuff out. Let's see how it works. So once that heats up, again, same thing, just blend it. And in fact, with lime, go about half of that.
Am I going to get to taste a sip of this or taste?
Yes,
Oh.
of course. Hopefully you can take some home.
Well, no, you got to save it for your family. It looks delicious, and we should definitely have. I don't think every recipe we do here will be able to be taste tested on our videos, but
Right.
hey, why
Okay.
not if we can?
And now I have made this before, obviously, otherwise we wouldn't give you the recipe. And I served it with, for my son, a dollop of sour cream and shredded cheese.
Nice.
So good.
Salad.
You could do a
Maybe
corn
some
tortilla
bread,
on the
some type
side,
of-
or even tortilla chips if you wanted to, you
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
as a little side to go with it. Oh, and sliced avocado.
Ooh,
Yes.
that sounds good. Yes.
I love me some avocado. My son loves avocado, and I always feel good about him eating it. Nice healthy fat. So I'm actually going to put the lid on just so that it heats up faster for us.
Okay.
And then we wait while it heats up. The beans are already cooked because they were canned. So
Yeah.
how simple is this?
That is pretty simple. I love it. And it checks all the boxes
Mhm.
for busy mamas, which
Mhm.
is why we're sharing it here with you.
Yes, exactly.
So thank you, Lauren.
I was going to say also the sauce, you know, you can store it in a small container or a jar or whatever, but also people use like ice cube trays.
Yes.
And then you have these little small small amounts that you may just want to use or whatever.
Well, kind of like those things that the ones that we used to do. Did you do this for baby food, like 8 years
yes,
ago?
yes, yes.
Where the little silicone pop out trays.
Yes, I still have
You
them
can do that.
actually.
Yeah, you
They're
can-
down there. Love these.
So these pop out, right? So we were just saying, like, yes, the sauce, for instance, definitely freeze it because you probably won't use it all at once. But these are they technically for just baby food? Like, is that what they're actually for? Or are they for anything? I mean, it almost looks like an egg would fit
It does
perfectly in there too.
bebe, so yeah,
Okay.
I think they're technically for babies.
So these were marketed for baby use, but you know, they could be for anything. It looks like they perfectly fit some little eggs in there, but yeah, you could
Yeah.
scoop in this and then freeze it and then they'll pop out, right?
yeah, they pop out really easily.
Cool.
All right.
Certainly.
We are pretty much boiling here.
So
We're up to
boiling.
a simmer.
And that's just to flavors and
Get
soften
them
it
to
more
melt
and all that.
together, right? And I think personally, like stews and soups are always better, like the second day, you know,
Yes,
after they
I
sat
agree.
together in the fridge and stuff. But yeah, the getting it just to a boil is just to blend all the flavors and everything. So we're gonna count that as a good.
And that's what's great about, like, you could make this on the weekend, you know, a Sunday or Lauren's really good at meal planning and prepping on Sundays. But yeah, you could make this on a Sunday and plan to serve it, you know, on Monday, Tuesday, or later in the week. Or if you have a busy day, have it
Absolutely.
that day that you don't have time to be doing anything else. You can,
I'm gonna use my big slotted spoon here. Get all of the solids out first, or at least as many as I can.
so I'd say for, you know, start to finish with this recipe, I mean, I'm saying it's probably 25 minutes, right? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's definitely under 30 minutes from start to finish because the most labor intensive part is the chopping of produce.
All right, so I'm gonna again put the lid on without the center part to let the
You want me
steam
to keep that on?
release. Yeah, that's fine. And then I'll just put a little towel over it so that the splatter doesn't come out, but the steam can still come out. Nice, creamy.
You might want to show that if you
You
can.
can.
I'll cut out some of this part here, but yeah, go ahead and see if you can. So kind of a knife. It looks like a smoothie.
It does. It looks like a smoothie.
It's like a chocolate smoothie.
Chocolate smoothie. Or even
That would be a very cruel trick to play on your kids, by the way.
April
Here's
Fool's
a
Day.
nice chocolate smoothie.
smoothie.
You know, they watch so many pranks on TV, like they would probably like get a kick out of
They
it.
probably would. Alright, and then, you know, I would normally use a spatula to get all that goodness back out. It's pretty good though. And then mix it in. So it's a little more.
You know. All right, do I get to try
Alright, she's
this?
gonna try it.
Wow.
It's gonna be
I
hot,
feel all
it's hot.
special. You're not eating any. Okay, I'll just have a little taster. Little taster?
I will eat it. Don't worry.
Yes, you should. I should. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I love black beans. I love beans.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I can taste and I taste the kick.
Mm-hmm.
Fresno
See a little kick in
peppers.
there?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, again, if you put sour cream or shredded cheese, avocado on top, that's going to cool it down,
Yeah.
that heat.
Mm-hmm.
The avocado is going to make it creamy.
I do like that. I'm gonna have to use those Fresno peppers because I do. It's just a very subtle little pop right there on my palate, like
Mhm.
at the end of the bite. Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Yay.
Well, thank you, Lauren.
Thank
for
you,
sharing.
Marissa. Thank you, Martha, for the inspiration.
Thank you, mamas, for watching. Until next time, stay bold.